Jenna decided to start a fight the second we were about to press record.
I stand by what I said.
I'll make my case and then you can make your case.
Sounds good.
Saturdays is the one day I cannot film, okay? But we film every Saturday because Jenna prefers it. So I get in a fight every week with Zach because it's the one day he's home and we can do stuff together. But I still film.
I actually didn't know that.
I know, because I don't want to make you feel bad like you do to me.
Okay.
But if you heard, I gave you inklings before. I'm like, oh yeah, like I get in a fight every time I'm about to film on Saturday with Zach. Like, and you're like, oh, doesn't ask why, right?
Okay, sorry, I can't decode your...
Yeah. Well, I'm just, trying to be respectful. So last week I waited 6 hours for Jenna, maybe 6 hours to sit down and film. It was insane. I was going gray. It was insanity. Okay. I do love that you're letting me talk even through my lies because it was maybe about an hour. I would say an hour and a half, but...
It was an hour.
Okay.
And you knew I was having one hard morning, and every other week I'm here right on time.
It's so sad that you had one hard morning. Imagine having a hard Saturday every week.
Try being an influencer for a day.
Try being an influencer for a day.
Try it.
Okay, so I was talking to Jenna, like where I like to get excited. This is like a fun thing. I'm talking to her, and she's like, Andrew, I hate to be a buzzkill, but like we just need to film because I need to be done with this.
I did not say it like that. He's putting words into my mouth. I let him speak his truth and nothing came out but lies. So let's set the record straight. Andrew was just dilly-dallying a little bit. We have fun before we start filming. Like we FaceTime, we chat, we hang out. And I said, we need to get the ball rolling. And he said, you're the one that made me wait hours last week.
Okay. I did not say you're the one. I said I did wait hours for you last week.
Are we going to keep fighting or?
Right, I got to let you talk. Okay, speak your truth. I'll stop.
No, you know what? I'm gonna let the audience decide. That's how confident I am that I did nothing wrong. I can't get in trouble for this at all.
Guys, just know that Jenna has a house in a beautiful neighborhood, multiple rooms. Like, she's very privileged.
Stop.
She's very privileged.
I'm not. I work really hard.
She does. She works really hard, very privileged. And I work really hard, but I'm just poor. This is my one area. I have to clean it every time we film. I have a boyfriend who just, I film on Saturdays. The one day he asks me not to film, so it's always a struggle, but I do it to make Jenna happy.
Andrew, I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you like to start filming on Fridays?
I would love to.
I don't care. I'm down for Fridays. I just thought Saturday was our day.
Okay.
I swear.
You know what? You win. You win. You just won.
Andrew, let's start filming on Fridays.
I just never want to.
You can just ask me. You can come to me with anything you know, sweetie. Mm-hmm. Sweetie, you can come to me.
Ew.
I don't bite, honey.
Now that was just weird. Okay, viewfinder privilege
I'm a nice
gone.
girl.
Turn the viewfinder around.
No, I was doing a bit.
Okay.
I was like, no, I can turn it around if you want. I'll turn it around.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Mm-hmm. Hello, side chicks.
I don't think we should use side chicks because I saw people saying like, I love it, like it's such a funny name, but I wouldn't want to wear that on a shirt. So I think sidekick. Because if you think about it, I always felt like a sidekick, like coming up with the Soul Siblings, coming up with Sam. I always felt like a sidekick. I'm like,
you know what? As a gay man, I bet you are often typecasted as like the gay best friend. When in reality, you're the talent.
The talent.
And speaking of, if I make you wait an hour, you better wait because I'm the talent.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Because I'm so bad with like being late, I never mind. But it's a very common thing. Like, that was my issue with Sam. Like, Sam always got mad at me because I was late. But
here's the issue, Andrew. We made that beautiful ins and outs for 2025. One of them was being punctual.
Yeah. That was yours, though.
But you know what? Mine. It's okay. I know. I know. But I thought it was things that we could both abide by. But whatever. We're here now.
I do think we should make an ins and outs because that video, people really enjoyed it. We should make an ins and outs for summer 2025.
Oh, I'm in.
I was gonna say spring, but I was like, okay, that's doing too much. Like what color your eggs blue? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's do summer. We got to get people like ready for summer, so let's do that. I personally want to get into the summer spirit as well. I'm ready.
I'm thinking you're gonna come visit sometime in April or May, so we could film it in person, the ins and outs. one.
Definitely. And guess what? There is just a different energy in the room when we are together. So I cannot wait for that. That will probably be one of the next couple episodes. So stay tuned.
One of the next couple?
Yeah. I'll be there in April.
Oh, really? You will? You think?
Yeah.
Okay, you better.
I will.
Okay, fine. I love you guys so much. I just want to say there is something that I genuinely felt so bad about last night. I texted Jenna right away and I was like, Jenna, this is an emergency. I don't know if you remember. You will though.
Okay.
I had no idea that our audio listeners can leave comments. I went on Spotify because someone let me know that Caesar accidentally uploaded it twice to Spotify. So I went to go look at it and I saw comments. And I said, surely that means like reviews or something. And I clicked on it and there are comments for each episode and it breaks my heart. Like people are leaving like their relatable things, like things they related to us on, like they're leaving their stories and I never read them. So
Andrew,
go ahead.
Shout out to the Spotify army. They're the nicest group of people.
Yeah.
The nicest. I read through all the comments and they were spectacular. These people really care.
The Spotify army loves Jenna.
Spotify army, I love you. Yeah, they do love me, which is very nice. Thank you.
Even if you're an Apple listener or whatever you listen on, if you could leave comments, DM me on Instagram, leave a comment on YouTube, let me know. Because, I mean, I'll try to go check. But I just want to say, the Spotify people, I have an app on my phone. Like, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but for YouTube, I read every single comment. Like, I really do read every single comment. So I will go and I will read all of the Spotify comments as well because I do this to connect with you guys. And the fact that you guys were all leaving comments and I just never read them seriously breaks my heart. Like, I really want to hear you guys. I want to make you guys feel seen. I don't know if I could comment back on there because I actually don't have access to the Spotify, but I'm going to go read them all. So just know if you've ever left a comment on Spotify, I will read it.
Yeah. No, I went back and read a lot of them last night. And it brought up old memories too, which was really nice.
Yeah. So it's been, Jenna, you've been doing the podcast for 3 months now. 3 or 4?
I have. When was our first episode?
December.
So however many months ago that was.
January, February.
Over 3 months.
Have you ever been sitting and you felt a sweat drip from under your titty down your stomach?
No, I'm not a really sweaty person.
Me either. That actually, that was just a rhetorical question because that's never happened to me either.
You saw it in the comment.
I saw it in the comments. Let me just.
No, I'm not as an overly sweaty person, I guess. Like, no one in my family is really sweaty. Thankfully. I'm so blessed. I don't know my privilege.
She said, I'm so skinny.
No, that's not it. Skinny people sweat too.
Not as much.
You're sweating. See, like, don't try and bait me to call you fat.
I didn't say anything.
It's not working.
I literally said fat people sweat and you said you're sweating.
I saw the look in your eye. Honey, sweetie, I saw the look in your eye.
Okay, I literally said fat people sweat and you said you're sweating.
Okay,
Guys,
you got me there.
I said this a billion times with Sam, but obviously me and Jenna are family and she actually never even jokes around about my weight. Like even when I try to make her joke around about it, she never does. So I love when she does.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah, because you just called me literally obese. So
Andrew, what is the thing you notice first about people?
Okay, wait, elaborate.
Andrew, when you meet somebody, what is the first thing you notice about them? So is it their eyes, their hair, their shoes, their teeth? What's the first thing you notice?
It depends. Like sexually or...
What is the first thing you notice about a person?
Okay, I have 3 answers. Okay, so a guy, I think I notice if I'm like attracted to them or if I'm thinking if I'm going to be attracted to them, arms. Like I love nice arms and shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah. And they don't have to be, that doesn't necessarily mean big. Like they could be, but
okay,
just nice arms. Obviously, it's just so like, obviously like everyone's like smile, hair. I notice it all, like the features. I notice people's features.
See, that's why I asked because like I met somebody who is like, I notice people's shoes. I look right down to their shoes and I am judging based on their shoes.
Ew.
And it made me so self-conscious because I could not tell you, Andrew, one pair of shoes that you've worn in your life. Also,
That's crazy because I only wear 1 pair of shoes.
That's what I'm saying. I would never notice. And I feel like that it makes me self-conscious because everybody notices something different first.
This is horrible.
I don't even know what I notice. I don't think I notice anything.
I notice just everything. But, okay, so I have 3 things. Guys, like, to know if I'm, like, attracted to them, like, I guess arms, whatever. But I don't even know. Like, girls, I am so attracted to a girl with, like, big, voluminous, long hair.
Okay, so see, that was when I really thought hard about it when I was talking about this, like, it's got to be hair for me because I tried thinking of people like I've only met in passing or met once, and the one thing I can remember about them is their hair.
Yeah, it's also hard for me. So it's got to be
hair, but I hate when people say eyes because, like, my eyes are my biggest insecurity.
Really?
Yeah.
Not your nose? No, I'm kidding.
No, of course not.
Wait, why? Is it because the wonky eye thing?
Yeah, of course. Of course. And I feel like whenever people say, like, eyes are the windows to the soul, I notice beautiful eyes first. It's like, oh, look away from me. It is my biggest insecurity. So
what about your eyes aren't beautiful, though?
My wonky eye is just, it's very asymmetrical.
Yeah, but only sometimes. And, like, why is that not?
Thank you.
Why is that not? It's not like in a picture.
Why is that not Gorgina?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm trying to, like, I've been working for my whole life to feel like it is Gorgina.
You know what? Everyone's eyes are the same. They all blink at the same time. And yours blink at different times. They are individuals. So guys, I notice arm, shoulders, I think, but like I said, hair, smile, eyes. It depends. Like if someone has really nice eyes, I'm gonna notice that first. But girls, big, voluminous hair. And then overall, this is like, I think the main one. I just didn't want to be lame. When I meet someone, the first thing I notice is their interest in me. Not attractiveness or sexually, but if they seem like they want to be friends, if they seem like they're interested.
Yes, personality.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. The personality glows for me as well, like upon first meet.
I've surrounded myself so much growing up, even like still with people who just, I don't think if I was as persistent, they would be my friend or be around me because I'm putting in so much work to keep the flame in the relationship. And so now I do look for someone who I just feel comfortable with, and they don't make me second guess if they actually like me. That's why I really like Morgan, because I will text Morgan 8 times in a row without her answering, and I don't even question it. Like,
Can I tell you how genuine I know that she is? Like I just know, and I've never even spoken to her like directly, but I just know that she is so genuine by the way that you guys spoke on the episode, by the way your friendship is.
Yeah, I haven't told her this yet, but my mom literally hates everyone. And my mom is obsessed with her. My mom is like, I don't know, I just have a good feeling about her. Like, I just love her.
Your mom she's a very good judge of character.
Yeah, and she literally hates everyone, but she loves Morgan. So...
And I've always loved Morgan, but knowing this about her, how genuine she is behind the camera, when the camera's turned off, no one's watching. I just love her so much more.
Yeah, and like, she showed interest in me, like she followed me, and she like, so I really like her. But yeah, I think overall in a person, the first thing I notice is how they act toward me. What about you?
Yeah, no, I think so. So I was thinking about this, and physically, I guess it's hair. I swear I'm the most non-observant person in the entire world, on the planet, on the face of the earth.
Same.
I don't know what I notice. I couldn't tell you like the colors of people's eyes that I work with. I have no idea.
Same. The other day I was laying in bed and Zach came.
I didn't even know what color yours were. So
no. Okay. So I was laying in bed the other day and Zach comes walking into the room because he's making his passport because he has to go to India for his job, like soon, whatever. Right. It's crazy. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Yeah, probably. Anyway, he comes into the room and he's making his passport and he's like, what color would you say my eyes are? Are they like brown or hazel? I was like, they could be blue. Like, I have no idea. But
I thought Zach had blue eyes.
Okay, so they're green. But like,
in my head though, I don't know.
Zach's one of those people who they severely change. So they could be bright green and then they could also just be brown.
So they're probably hazel.
So I was like, oh, hazel, but like I genuinely had no idea. However, I do have an excuse because, and I've said this before, but being legally blonde,
Okay, Reese Witherspoon.
Being legally blonde. Oh my God. Come on. Okay, being legally blind my entire life. I never noticed people's like features. I notice like if they're black or white. I notice, if they have blonde or black hair. I notice that, but like I could never notice like their individual features because everything was so blurry. Unless I was, really close to them, then of course I could. But
okay, that's a good excuse.
yeah, so it's not.
But for me, I just don't notice anything.
Yeah, that's great.
Besides their soul and maybe their hair.
You're so genuine.
I'm so I put the Jen in genuine, Andrew, and you don't understand that. You really don't understand that.
You put the Jenna in genuine. This is so funny because with your new laptop, it keeps like zooming in and zooming out, and it's like giving like editing comedic effect just while we're FaceTiming. So it's.
I know, this is really cool, actually. It's so much better talking to you on the laptop because I can actually see you as opposed to the phone being so far away and trying to be like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, right. So, okay, you guys, speaking of Jenna Ewan, and maybe Jennergy?
Genergy, yes.
Okay, you guys, Jenna is influencifying herself. She did start a YouTube channel. It's called it's called Jenna G, and to me it sounds like energy. So when she gets like
Genergy.
Yeah, when she gets more famous, I think she's gonna come out with an energy drink. That's just my own personal thought, and it's gonna be Jennergy. And you know who you could collab with?
Who? You?
Wait.
What?
You're gonna come out with an energy drink mixed with 818 tequila because you look like Kendall Jenner to me.
Really?
And it's gonna be Jennergy because Kendall Jenner, Jenna G, and it's gonna be an energy drink mixed with 818 tequila.
Genergy.
Jennergy.
Like Jenner G.
And Jenna G, because that's your YouTube, Jenna G.
I love that. And honestly, Joe, if I'm like low energy, Joe calls it low Genergy. So
when you are low energy, you are such a downer. You're someone who brings down.
That is so mean.
You're someone who brings down the whole room.
I am not.
Yes, and
Take
that's
that
why.
back.
No, I'm not. That's why in San Diego you piss me off because we're all having fun and you go to sleep on the couch in the room.
It was 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m.
We're in San Diego, the city that never sleeps.
That's not true. That's New York City.
Do you think you would not have gone to sleep in New York City?
No.
Okay. Anyway, back to Jenna's YouTube channel. So she already posted a video. I just personally didn't share it because it was kind of like the icebreaker video. Getting used to it.
Yeah, it was rough a little bit.
No. I wouldn't say it was. It was better than a lot of people's first video, but it was her and my brother, and they were. Well, go ahead. You could say what it was.
Yeah, so we did a video like unboxing nostalgic video game stuff. So he got a bunch of boxes from his parents that he hasn't opened in years. We went through, there was like old consoles in there, old little relics, like little things.
Yeah.
So we did that. And for my second video last night, while Joe was at work, I decided to film a makeup tutorial, which a few people were asking for. So
hey, we have 20,000 weekly listeners, so a lot of people are asking.
Yes, and I had so much fun because it was the first time it was really like me and you, right? I filmed the whole thing. I'm like, that was great. I looked at the footage.
No, I think it's going to be really good because obviously.
Wait, I have to tell the story.
Oh yeah, tell it.
I look at the footage.
Oh.
There was no audio, Andrew.
Welcome
there was no audio.
To my life.
I forgot to turn on the mic. And the whole video is just me talking, no audio. So what did I do? I FaceTimed Andrew for support. I washed that shit off and I did it again. And guess what it was giving? Try being an influencer for a day.
No.
Just try it.
Okay, for real. Here's the thing with the whole try being an influencer for a day, okay? Like, I make decent money, right? But like, as someone who's like scraping by on social media, it's a lot of work. Like, it really is. And like, I will never say that again if I start making like the influencer money. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, like, I'd rather all that go wrong and have to film it twice than like go to work at my actual job for one shift for that day.
Oh, yeah. No, like, yeah.
So like that's why it's so out of touch.
Yeah. And like...
But it's not easy. No, it's not easy. But it's not like try being an influencer for a day.
No, and like
come
it's
on.
I'm not comparing it to nurses or cops or firefighters, like, but when like when you have to like set up for this every time and you spend the whole week editing and this and that, and it's
hard.
It's making like $1,000 a month, and like on top of that you need to have like an actual job. Then it's like, okay, this is a lot. But
yeah.
Anyway, I want to talk more about your channel. So go ahead. You filmed it.
Oh yeah. So I refilmed it. Everything, all the audio was there. It was great. It was actually kind of funny refilming it.
And you're going to be editing this one.
Yeah, I'm going to be editing it. I didn't pretend like it was my first time filming it. Like I refilmed the whole thing. I was like, I just filmed this. So Andrew's teaching me how to edit. I'm going to give it a shot editing the video. I have lots of fun ideas for this channel. Basically, I want to include Joe as much as I can. I want to include Andrew as much as I can, and just kind of give like another perspective when you're done with the podcast. Obviously, always watch the podcast first, but I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it.
We could do fun like collabs like this style on our YouTube channels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't mention it at first because it was her and Joe and they were doing it, and I was kind of just like, they're obviously getting married and like it was their thing, and I didn't want to like insert myself too much, so I didn't. But like, I mean, I said, I was like, why are you like unboxing video games as your first? But I do think now looking back, I'm like, okay, it was a really good icebreaker video, like just to show you guys.
Yeah.
And like now that you're doing the makeup,
I don't know. It was like a silly little thing that we decided to film. Like it wasn't a big plan or anything.
Yeah.
But
and Joe completely learned the editing himself. He did it himself. Like I helped not at all, and he slayed it. And then now you're doing the makeup routine, and I feel like I could help, so I'm really excited to share it. So
yeah, I'm so excited.
So guys, go subscribe to Jenna's YouTube channel. It's a very relatable makeup routine it's like de-influencerifying.
Yes.
So go follow it. And then she's going to have, like, you want to clean your hoarding room, right? That's one of your ideas.
Oh, yes. I need to do a complete overhaul of my hoarding room. I have fun little ideas. So I'm just going to try to make it fun. This is like a fun thing for me.
Her YouTube link is going to be in the description down below. So guys, make sure you go follow it and give it a like. And she's going to be posting relatable content. And you know what? I'm also going to be posting more content as well. So we're going to be posting content together, and it's just all going to be fun. We're going to be fun little influencers together. I feel like Sam has been so in her mom era lately that like I haven't been able to like have a friend who like also does social media. And so it'll be fun.
Andrew.
What?
I watched Avatar 2 last night.
You did your homework.
Do you want to hear my thoughts on it?
Ew. Yeah, what? You look like you're going to be bitchy about it.
It was fantastic.
Oh, really?
It was fantastic.
Okay.
Also, I have a few... I started to fall asleep at the end, not because I didn't love it, but it was like 2 a.m. at that point because it's so long. I have a few more minutes, but it was fantastic. I get it.
You should get it because like how much we bonded about it.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It was a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to finish it.
What?
What? I can't wait to finish it.
What do you?
I have a few more minutes left.
How many more What? How many more minutes?
A few.
Why didn't you just finish it?
All right, it was... What do you mean?
If you had a few minutes, why didn't you just finish it?
It was 37 more minutes.
Okay. I mean, that's more acceptable, but like, as long as you're not going to say anything bad, because I genuinely feel like anyone who says anything bad about it is so like, you're just trying to be different. Like, it is so colorful. It's so visually pleasing. Like,
Andrew, do you know me? I don't need to try to be different.
Yeah, no.
It was very enjoyable and I loved it.
Good.
And I can't wait to finish it because it was kind of like the climax, but I was so tired and I was just falling asleep naturally.
Was like the big fight at the end? Did like the devastating parts happen yet where like I was crying my eyes out or not yet?
One did. One of the sons died.
Okay. I don't care so much.
Very sad.
I care more about animals than like people. So like.
Oh.
Maybe
Well, you kind of just gave away what's going to happen, but that's okay. It's very good.
No, I didn't. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
But I did go ahead and watch it to be a good friend. And because it was great.
To be a good friend is crazy because you guys, I don't think you understand that, like, we played the game together. Like, she acted like she was just as obsessed as me. And then, like, anytime I went to Disney, like Avatar World, I would send her pictures of everything. Am I lying?
No,
I would
not even a little bit.
And so the fact that, like, I didn't even know that you didn't watch it and, like, you weren't a fan, like, you were just acting. I get it. You were doing it to be nice, but it just...
I wasn't though, because it was really, it's a fun thing. I think I forgot to tell you that I never watched the second one.
Okay. Well, I'm glad
But
you
it
did
was
now.
very enjoyable and it was fantastic. I highly recommend it. And I can't wait to finish it. But so I did watch that.
You better be saying that because we need to be on the blue carpet. Like, we need to be invited. Like, I'm not kidding.
I know. What?
I've been to one movie premiere. I might...
We're gonna be invited to the blue carpet?
Sam was invited to the Barbie premiere. I might have been a +1, but I still went. So it's not so far out of this world. That's not good manifesting.
True. No, you're right. We're going to go to the blue carpet.
We might be. You never know. Did you see, okay, speaking of carpets, did you see Scarlett Johansson, the whole thing with her?
Yeah.
How she said she doesn't want to take pictures with fans, like at restaurants or like out in public, but like if she's on a carpet, she will?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think it's fine. I mean, we kind of saw this with Chapel Roan a few months ago, where she felt very uncomfortable having pictures taken of her. I think it's totally fine. People seem annoyed by it, though. Do they not?
Yeah. I'm really happy you brought up Chapel Roan because I have a few things to say about it. First of all, I don't think it's an issue at all because...
No.
I think it's an issue if you're an influencer. If you are posting yourself and your personality and the personal things about your life on the internet, if people come up to you, you should take a picture because you're posting yourself.
No, I disagree. I disagree. I think anybody's boundaries are valid. I really do.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm like that or you're like that or whatever, but like if you say that, like I think it's good to respect people's boundaries no matter what. So
I don't think coming to people's houses is crazy. Or like I could see if someone's in the middle of like a dinner, like with their family out in public, like okay. But like if someone just sees you in public, like and the standards are like normal, like the circumstances are normal, I think you should never just say no because you don't feel like it. Like as an influencer. But Scarlett Johansson, she's an actress. She's not putting her personal stuff out there. She's playing roles. So when she's clocking on, like when she's acting, you know what I mean? On her days off, she's not posting her skincare routine. She's not, posting what I eat in a day. Like she's not doing that. She's only playing roles. So I understand that she's famous because she's clocking into work and she's playing a role. So when people come up to her in public, she's off work. She's not working. But like influencers, you're making yourself, your personality, the main thing.
I get what you mean, but I still stand by what I said, that if I think influencers in general are probably less annoyed by it.
Yeah.
Because they are putting themselves out there. But if they, said a big thing like Scarlett Johansson did, I think people should respect that personally.
I think if an influencer said it, it would go down so much worse.
It would. Influencers get really brutalized, which is fine. I mean, more of their personal opinions are out there than maybe like an actor or actress.
I guess you're right, though. Like, someone's boundaries are important. So if that is someone's boundaries, that's okay. But I will say, like, that's not how, like, if I'm, like, making myself well-known and well-liked and I want people to be, like, obsessed with me, I will never deny a picture unless, the circumstances are crazy. But I will say I was watching Just Trish and they were talking about it, and we all know I love them. But I feel like they were being a little hypocritical because they were kind of like, I guess how I was taking it, they were kind of like, okay, they weren't like supporting her. But like Chapel Roan said like the same exact thing, and they're like, fuck it, like supporting her like so hard.
Oh,
but I feel like
I'm surprised.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson, they were kind of like, okay, like I don't know. I forget exactly what they said, but it wasn't giving like as supportive as Chapel Roan. So I was like,
I wonder why.
I don't know. Sometimes I disagree with stuff. Like obviously, my favorite podcast ever. I love them to death. But sometimes I disagree with some stuff they say. Because again, always say it. You don't have to agree with everything everyone says, even if you love them. So some stuff they say, I'm like, that was a little hypocritical, but they're still my favorite ever.
Yeah.
And I love them so much.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. I think it's totally fine. I don't mind that she said it at all. It didn't bother me, but I don't know if you guys see ScarJo in the wild.
ScarJo. That's a really cool
Leave her
name.
alone. Yeah, you've never heard that?
No. I didn't know she had like
ScarJo.
a following like that who makes like names for her.
Well, I think it came from the era of like Jennifer Lopez was J-Lo, Scarlett Johansson was ScarJo. Can't think of another example right now, but I'm sure there is one.
What's like Scarlett? You know, I'm so bad with like actors, actresses, like all mainstream. What's like Scarlett Johansson's like? What's she most known for? What is she, an Avenger or something?
I want to say Marvel movies. Yeah, she's Black Widow.
But I feel like she was even so.
Or no. Oh no. What is she in? Can I look it up?
Yeah, I feel like she was so well known before that.
Yeah, she was.
You know who I always get her mixed up with, and this is so like literally different generations, but I always get her mixed up with Carmen Electra.
Really? I feel like she's so much more relevant.
Carmen Electra? Well, Carmen Electra was, I think, huge in the 90s, right?
I always thought that like Scarlett Johansson was so much older than like me. She's really not.
How old is she?
Like 40.
Well, yeah, when you're 10 and someone's 20.
I know. Yeah, it's just crazy.
But when you're 32 and they're 42, it's like you're the same age, but you're 33.
Yeah.
You're a little getting up there.
Oh, okay. 10 months younger than me.
Yeah, you're getting up there. Is your back okay?
Yeah, my back's better than yours.
It really is. My back hurts so bad right now.
I'm sorry.
Wait, so what was she in?
I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't actually look. Sorry. Oh, yeah, she started in like Iron Man. She's in the Avengers. Let's see. Before that, what was she really known for? She was in a lot of rom-coms. What else?
Okay, wait. Can you look up what Carmen Electra was in? Like what she most known for? Because Carmen Electra, I know from Good Burger.
Really? I didn't know. Oh, yeah. Good Burger 2 is the first thing that comes up.
Wait, Good Burger 2? She was in Good Burger 2?
Yeah, you missed that one, 2023.
I didn't see Good Burger 2. I knew it was coming out, but actually, that's so random we're talking about Good Burger because I was going to bring up Good Burger like last episode.
It seems like she was in the Scary Movies.
Okay.
Scary Movie 1 and 2.
But I just
and
feel like,
4.
I feel like she was such a bigger name. No, she was definitely a superhero.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Wasn't she in Fantastic Four? Or that was Jessica Alba.
No, that's Jessica Alba. I forgot you have celebrity face blindness.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah, that was Jessica Alba. But anyway, yeah, Scarlett Johansson and Carmen Electra, two very different women,
but
both
kind of the same.
Very gorgina. No, they're not.
They're kind of the same.
Because Scarlett Johansson has a lot of like serious roles too.
Okay, well, we love Scarlett Johansson. If you see her in public, don't go up to her and take a picture because she will say no. Oh my God, that would be so awkward. Like rightfully so, but like I couldn't imagine asking someone for a picture and they're like, no. I would literally want to die. Because then I would want to be like, okay, I don't want it that bad anyway. Like I would.
Yeah, like you'd overcompensate and like end up insulting them.
Well, no, because then it would be true. I'd be like, okay, well, like it wasn't that serious. Like
I know, I'd be upset. You know, when someone like yells at you and you get like upset inside,
yeah.
like that's how I'd feel. Like
yeah, no, not.
No, it would be humiliating. So, yeah.
Oh my God, Jenna, I have been waiting to tell you this. This is actually so funny. It's so funny, Jenna.
What?
Billboard.
No.
Billboard has named Billie Eilish the #1 artist of the 21st century, born in this century.
I don't know what else to say.
They are getting, they're almost kind of swaying me to be on their side because it's getting funny at this point.
It is actually.
Jenna, the title of this one is Billboard has named Billie Eilish the #1 artist of the 21st century, comma, born in this century. It's like they're gonna come out with a list like it's gonna be like Avril Lavigne is the #1 artist of the 21st century who recently ate at Chili's. It's getting so ridiculous.
Is so ridiculous, Andrew.
I get it. They're giving everyone their flowers. I get it, but like it has to be clickbait. But I also think we are the only ones who care and talk about it.
I've never heard anybody else talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's actually insane. Oh my God! Wait, did you get a chance to watch Canceled this week or no?
No.
Okay, so do you know the Bop House?
Yeah, I love the Bop House.
Okay, I don't follow the Bop House. I don't know like anyone in it. I like it's very new to me. I feel like it could be something I become like I dive deep in because like I love like the girlies. I love people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. So like I could get involved, but like exactly, can you explain what the Bop House is? Because like I don't know exactly. If you're gonna say the website they're all on, say OF.
Okay, so all I know about it because all I've seen is like their TikToks and Instagram reel, whatever. But it's just a bunch of OF girls living in a house making content, and they're just so self-aware, it seems like.
Okay.
And like the main girl, I think she's the main girl, Camila, is so funny. She just makes like funny stuff. She laughs at herself.
Okay. Okay, so
and that's all I really know.
So Camila, she went on Canceled this week, right? With Tana and Brooke. And right away, funny enough, she's not the main girl. Like everyone thinks she started it and she's the main girl. She's not.
Who is?
I forget who she said. Maybe Sophie Turner, who is like, Sophie is like.
Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones, who married Joe Jonas. I didn't realize she's a Bop.
That's Sophie Turner? Who's that Sophie one? Wait.
I know Sophie. Sophie Rain.
Sophie Rain. Okay, can I tell you, I don't even know who Sophie Turner is. I've never even heard.
Sophie Turner would demolish on OF. Demolish.
Any celebrity would. Imagine Niall started an OF. Take all my money. Take all my money. I will go live under a bridge. Okay, anyway, I'm kidding. I'm not. Anyway, okay, so Camila went on Canceled. She's not the main girl. I think she said Sophie Rain is. I don't exactly remember, but Sophie Rain is actually like one of the top earners on OF, and she's allegedly, so she says, allegedly, a virgin.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that is that girl. And she said in one of the TikToks that I saw that she made $6 million last month.
Okay, so I was going to bring that up.
Is it silly that she's saying that? Like, is it like a funny, like, inside joke that she's saying that, or is it true?
No, it's true. So Tana, she was like, I don't want to, like, don't answer this if you don't want to, but, like, how much are you guys making a month? So she said on average, like, they could make more, obviously. But Camila, she said she's making $1.5 million a month. And Sophie is making $3 to $4 million a month on average. So she also said the other girls, like one of the other girls was making $900,000, but I didn't know like the other girls, so I didn't like take note of them. But
only $900,000.
Well, I don't know them. So,
Okay.
But Camila is making $1.5 million. Sophie is making $3.4 million a month.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Is Camila? Did she get famous from Mr. Beast?
Oh my God. Okay, this is one of my talking points.
Oh my God, because she always mentions that, and I'm like, where?
Yeah, you're ruining the surprise. Okay, so I had no idea. I want to go back and watch it because obviously, like, I watched the video, I know it. But Mr. Beast's most popular video ever is his Squid Games video, where he recreated Squid Games. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I watched that, yeah.
She was a contestant on it.
That's it?
Yeah, so she was a contestant on it. I guess she was, like, featured on it. Like, I guess, like, they gave her, like, a camera. You know, like sometimes people will have like lines, like they'll say something, but I don't know exactly what it was. I have to go back and watch it, but she was a contestant on it. I guess she, like the camera panned to her at one point, and she said she had 7,000 followers on Instagram, and she went to sleep when that video came out. The next morning she woke up and she had 145,000 followers. This was in 2021.
Oh God. She got like the big break of a lifetime.
Yeah, and so she always wanted to be an influencer. She always wanted to be famous, and her parents were really supportive, and she tried everything. And like even then, like it wasn't like working out so much, but she was like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And then she really wanted to start OF, and she was like, it was kind of like her last chance. And her parents always supported her, and they were like, they still love her, you know, but they were like, we're not supporting this. And she started it, and she just started making millions. And she's 22.
She's actually funny too. Oh,
she sounds like she's from New York, but I think she's from North Carolina, she was saying.
Okay.
Or maybe she just went to college there.
Interesting. She's very funny. Very funny. She's very self-aware. I like people like that. So I'm glad that she's having success.
Yeah, so she was actually... She said she was doing work for Mr. Beast, like, and like helping out, kind of like assistant type tasks. And then like a whole bunch of people wound up like dropping out of the competition, like last minute. So like the team asked her, they're like, do you want to be a contestant? So she went on it. So she was kind of friendly with them as like a worker. So like she is
okay.
friends. She's actually friends with them. And now she's making like
Wow.
all this money. But she's gorgeous. She's
Good for her.
She's 22 years old. And
That's crazy.
I'm kind of living for her because she is someone who name drops everyone she's talking about. Even if she's talking shit, she's name dropping. She's not. Maybe she will get more like censored, but she makes all her money from OF, so she doesn't care about like the social media part. And she just she's messy, which it's fun to watch.
Right.
She's really messy. So she was just name dropping everyone. And did you see? So Ash Trevino, you know that whole train wreck.
Yeah. Didn't she interview her?
She interviewed her, and I never got into the Ash Trevino thing because like genuinely not interested in a lowlife. Like
Yeah.
I'm just not. And Ash Trevino is a lowlife, in my opinion. She's just like a trashy mom. And so I never followed the lore. But after the cancel thing, I went and I watched this podcast that has 11 million views, and she interviewed her. And I think that helped blow Camila up as well. Camila was like, in the best way possible, like a nasty bitch to her the entire, like Camila was called her out on everything. Like literally was saying like, you're a bad mom.
Yeah, no,
And she was like, no, like,
seems
just
like
say
she
it.
is.
You have to watch it. I was like in my seat, like clenching. It was uncomfortable.
I have to watch it. I've seen clips, I think. Were the daughters there?
So Camila didn't want to do it without the daughters there because she wanted to platform the daughters. And she wanted
good.
the daughters to be able to speak their truth.
Oh, I feel so bad for those girls. I really do. I saw a clip of her getting on TikTok live.
Okay.
But like actually, and she asks, why are you blanking me?
Yeah, they talked about that, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was disgusting.
She also recorded, okay, so yeah, I don't even want to talk about Ash Trevino.
Can of worms.
I've actually never seen a piece of Ash Trevino content. I've never seen her lives come across I've never seen anything.
Me either.
I've only seen people talk about her. But yeah, no, the podcast with Camila was actually insane. And I think I'm going to follow her closely now because the stuff she says is crazy. But
She's about to take off, even if she hasn't already, which she pretty much has, but she's about to be like huge, I think. And I feel like she probably fit in really well with Tana and
that's what they were saying.
Brooke.
Yeah. What would you do making $1.5 million a month or $3 to $4 million? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what I would do making $100,000 a month. I don't know what I would do making $50,000 a month.
I feel like Tana is also about to have another like glow up on social media because first of all, she's in her sober era, but next month Tana's going to the Bop House and she's going to make content with them on OF. And I'm sure,
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure other content too, but I think Tana's is about to make a lot of money.
Good for her. Good for her. Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I don't think a moment would go by that I'm not grateful.
I can't imagine not having to worry.
You can retire after a year at that point if you wanted to.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I would.
You don't have to really worry about getting canceled or anything like that. You have all your money unless you spend it like an idiot.
Yeah. No. I would buy a nice small house. I would retire myself and I would be like a daily vlogger. Like I love being in front of the camera. Like if I could be a daily vlogger, I would. Like
Yeah.
and I would never stop making content. Like I wouldn't retire in that way, but I would retire like I would never have to work again. I would just pay an editor. I would just film. And that's what I would do. But
Yeah.
did you know the Bop House is in Miami?
No. Oh.
And who's moving to Miami
Future
next month?
Andrew TMI ex Pop House.
What's so funny?
Nothing. You'd fit right in.
Are you saying I'm a bop?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
You'd be a good bop. You
Because I
should
have
try
titties?
it.
Is it because I have titties?
No.
Why would I be a good bop? Elaborate. I want to know.
I just feel like you'd fit in with the girls.
Why?
You're very clean. You can keep a nice house with them. Like you'd be a good roommate.
That's why I'd be a good addition to the
You're,
Bop House.
yeah, well, you're a content creator. You've never tried this type of content, so how do you know it's not for you?
Touche. Should we start it?
We?
Me? Bitch. If anyone's going to do it, it should be you.
Absolutely not.
Well, it's not going to be
No.
me.
All right, fine.
Why the hell would I do it?
All right, fine, Mr. Andrew TMI.
Yeah, TMI. Like,
I guess we finally reached our limit for TMI.
damn. Yeah, there's got to be a limit.
Andrew, did you on your last solo episode talk about Gaga's new album, Mayhem?
I talked about it briefly, but like, obviously I've said like I'm such a huge fan of things, people, movies, but like I can't even tell you the plot of Avatar 2. Like I I'm such a fan, but like I forget everything media wise. So like
Right.
I don't know like the little intricate details of Gaga. So I would love to hear your.
So I took last week off. If you guys didn't notice, Andrew did a solo episode, but it happened to be the weekend that Mayhem dropped.
The wrong week for you to take
So
off.
I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm not going to be there. So all I want to say is it's incredible. It's everything I wanted and more. I'm obsessed. My favorite song changes every single day. I love it.
Okay, well, it should be How Bad Do You Want Me? That is, like, it is.
I knew that was going to be your favorite. It's amazing. They're all amazing. There's no skips. There are no skips. But my favorite song changes every day. But you know what's crazy? I was singing How Bad Do You Want Me in the kitchen the other day with Joe. And he goes, why are you singing a Taylor Swift song?
Well, first of all, why are you asking why am I singing a Taylor Swift song?
Because he knows that nothing is allowed to be played in this house or sang besides Mayhem for the next few months.
Got it.
And like, no, like literally, like Chappell Roan's new song came out yesterday. I won't listen to it. I won't play it.
I haven't listened to it.
I won't.
I also haven't seen much about it. Is it like, I hope it's doing well. I want her to stay on top.
We've already heard the song when she performed it on SNL like months ago. No, she's going to do fine. She's going to do great.
Okay.
But speaking of Chappell Roan, there's now a rumor that Gaga is featured on her upcoming album, which I'm here for.
Is this like a reaching type of rumor or is it real?
It's just a rumor. I don't know. I don't know if it's real. That's why it's a rumor.
That
Not
would be
confirmed.
That would be fun because a lot of people compare Chappell Roan as like the new Gaga.
Yeah, right. And like in a non-cringy way. Like she definitely takes inspiration from Gaga, but like makes it her own. So I'm all here for it. But I'm upset. I have anxiety every single day because I'm afraid of the Ticketmaster war to go to the Mayhem Ball when tickets are on sale.
PTSD from the Eras tour.
It's going to be like a similar fight, I feel.
Did you know I was one of the first like 1,000 people to get tickets and I didn't even have to deal with that whole Eras tour Ticketmaster drama?
I know. I do remember.
I was in the house with Sam. We were together and she literally the whole day like was scrapped because she stayed on the computer all day trying to get them and I just got them right away. I felt so bad. She was pissed.
I guess you got lucky. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I gotta go. And we have to go through our concert going eras.
Who are you gonna go with?
Next episode. So my one friend Dorothy is obsessed with Lady Gaga, and then I do want to bring Joe. And then if you wanted to come,
I want to
obviously, then you're coming.
Can I say something a little controversial?
Yes.
Okay. I know it's controversial, but now that Rebecca Black is going on tour with Katy Perry, I kind of want to go to the Lifetime tour.
Oh, you do?
Okay, I know you're not a big Katy Perry. I'm not.
I have no interest in going. I'm not being a hater. I'm just not a big fan.
No, I'm not.
But
like,
you know what? I would go to any concert, and guess what? Rebecca Black is awesome.
Yeah,
She's actually awesome.
But you're not gonna tell me like you don't shake your ass to Katy Perry songs. Like I'm not a Katy cat, but like
Yeah, old Katy Perry songs.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I actually don't know her new album, but
Yeah, me either.
But this is it's called the Lifetime tour because it's like the Eras tour, but she's going through all.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of like things she did recently, like working with Dr. Luke and all that stuff.
Did
like,
you see she talked about it? She just talked about it.
What'd she say?
She was like falling over in the booth. I think it looked like a podcast or something. And she was like, it was a mistake. It was a mistake.
Okay. At least she can acknowledge
And
that.
also like
but,
Doja Cat and like other people recently worked with him too, but no one's saying anything. But
oh, okay, that's interesting. So because I do think there's like a worldwide like secret campaign to take Katy Perry down because she just had a massive downfall.
yeah.
Sort of starting with For No Reason, but yeah, the Dr. Luke thing was definitely questionable taste-wise.
Even
but
like she was making bops. She was making bops in 2018. Like that song.
She's the original Bob.
She is the original pop. Do you remember the song? Just because it's over doesn't mean it's really over. And if I think it over, maybe you'll be coming over again.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's such a bop.
Yeah, no, she had good. This album I don't think really hit.
I didn't
like
listen to
Woman's World. I was not impressed by.
No, I didn't. I didn't like that one.
But I'm sorry to say, and I'm not a hater. I love a pop princess. I really do. I'm all here for the pop princesses. But maybe next time. But I guess I would go. Maybe
Okay.
next album.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I'm not going. Like, I just can't see. Like, if I haven't gone to, like, other tours that, like, I like the people more.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going. But I would. I would. Just to.
If
but
I had a ticket, I would go.
Yeah, to support Rebecca Black, I would love to. But anywho, what are your top three? Well, how many? What Lady Gaga has 6 albums?
7.
Okay, what are your top 3 albums? Top 3 albums and top 3 songs.
Nope. I can't. I actually thought of this the other day.
Well, let me
too
preface
recent.
it.
I have recency bias.
Let me preface it that this does not matter. Just right now in this moment.
I can't.
I know you're thinking of a Lady Gaga song.
No,
right
I
now.
can't. No, I'm not.
You're thinking of a Lady Gaga song. I know.
No,
you are.
this is like my worst fear. I can't do it. I can't do it.
And This Way and Edge of
all of her
Glory are
albums.
so iconic. I know that's.
I love Born This Way. I love it.
You and I.
But I love every one of her songs and albums. No, I'm sorry. I don't love every one of her songs. I'll be honest, but I love every one of her albums.
What about
some of
something about this place?
Something about lonely nights and my lipstick on your face. I love that song.
So good.
I love so many of her songs, all of her albums. I love art pop.
Wait,
People
is
hated
that the
art
same
pop.
one as "Looks Like a Whiskey When You Kiss Me"?
Yeah.
I'd do anything and all to be a
Yes.
baby doll. Okay,
Yes.
that's You and I.
Yeah, You and I.
Okay, but then no, there's another one I love. That it's like with your Johnny Walker eyes, I threw my hands up and gave up.
Speechless.
Speechless is one of
I
my.
can't believe what,
What you said to me last night. You were alone. I threw my
Threw
hands up.
up.
Yeah.
It's such that one has such a
See,
special place in my heart.
I was a Gaga stan.
Yeah, clearly. Speechless is phenomenal. I love all her albums. I can't. I wish I could play this game, but I can't. I would have had to think about this way more.
That's really lame of you.
can't come up
That's
with it on
really
the
lame
spot.
of you. I want you to know that. That's so lame of you.
Okay.
You didn't even say, did you say how you had to refilm your YouTube video? Did we say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that reminded me, I was watching some of my old story times that, like, you guys, my story times, they did what, like, they got views. Like, back when I had, I had 10,000 subscribers, they were getting, like, 70,000 views a pop. Like, it was crazy. I need to just start being outrageous again. I really need to go back to the roots of Andrew TMI. But, I mean,
Agreed.
I don't do anything anymore. I need to, like, do more stuff. Anyway, there was a story I had, and I was watching. It reminded me because in the video I said how I had to re-record because I lost the audio or the footage or something. So it reminded me of that. But this story makes me so mad. And I watched it back. And when I filmed it, I was at a place on YouTube where I was blowing up. Like, in it, I said, like, at the beginning, I said, like, thank you for 50,000 subscribers. We're already at, like, 55,000 or something. Like, I was blowing up. So I was, like, really timid. I didn't know, like, it was the beginning of, like, my career on YouTube. And there were so many things I was holding back on when I told the story. And Jenna, it makes me so mad. Like, it actually makes me so mad because if that was me now, like, I wish I could go back and talk to myself back in this time. It was probably maybe 2013 or 2014. And basically, the story was I was fired for being fat. And sure, like, it's funny, but oh my God, I wish I could go back. So I was working at a place in the mall, and I didn't say this in the video. Like, I held back a lot, but I was working in the mall. Have I ever told you the story?
No, I don't think so.
I was working at a store in the mall called Call It Spring.
That's the shoe store.
It was a shoe store, and
Okay.
it was a branch off of Aldo, so it was owned by Aldo. And
Okay.
before I say anything, I just want to say Aldo is my favorite shoe store. I love Aldo. Anytime I go in there, the workers are so helpful. They seriously, like, it is the best service. Anytime I walk in there, there's a worker, like, asking me if I need help with anything. They don't, like, hound me. They leave me alone. I love Aldo. I love you. I think 95% of my shoes are from Aldo. So this has nothing to do with Aldo. This has to do with just a shitty person who was hired, who might have been good at their job. But I wound up getting a job at Call It Spring, and it was a shoe store owned by Aldo. It was in the mall, right? I got a job there it was for like the holiday season, but one of my childhood friends was a manager there. And she worked in retail like her whole life at that point. And she really wanted to like work her way up in retail. Like that was like her goal, like to work her way up. So she was like the manager and she wanted to become like, now she's like high up somewhere like in Apple or somewhere. I don't know where she is, but good for her. Anyway, I got a job there for the season and I worked there for a couple of months at the time and I was going to work, whatever. I was working the floor. I have a very bubbly personality and like people always say like I could sell a cup of water, right? So that was always something I was confident in. And at the time I was really heavy, right? But if you've like listened to this podcast or my channel before, you would know that before I ever lost weight when I was heavy, I had so much confidence because I didn't know how people would treat me when I was skinny or good looking. You know what I mean? So I thought how I was being treated was just the standard. So I was kind of like living in my delusional world. I was so happy like all the time. I just like, I didn't mind being overweight because I just didn't know that I was being treated differently or whatever. So I did dress nice, like, and this matters because this is like the whole thing of the story. I went to work one day and I was in a Guess sweater that was around $100. Like Guess was expensive. And I was in Express jeans. Or vice versa. It could have been vice versa. But the jeans were like around $100 or $80 or something. And I was in Aldo or Call It Spring shoes, right? So I'm there, I'm working, and this day we had a visit from the regional manager coming in. And that stuff never, ever, ever like made me nervous, like at any job, because I know I always like take my job so seriously and like I do everything by the book. So the regional manager comes and it's like this skinny, like in shape, tall, like gay guy, like a catty gay guy, right? And he's the regional manager, like doesn't work in the store. He's coming in to check the store. And he comes up to me and instead of saying like hi or anything, he just like looks me up and down like disgusted, right? And he's like, "Are you working the floor today?" And I was like, "Yeah." And like me, like I would go to like shake hands. Like that's how I am. Like I went to go shake his hand. Like, no, he was just like, "Are you working the floor today?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he like looked me up and down and he was like, "Okay." All right. So he goes and he's talking to like the manager or whatever. And I'm just like doing my thing. And then he comes up to me and he's like, "Do you maybe want to like take a little break and go shopping at H&M? Like next door, like maybe go like get a new wardrobe from H&M." Like literally saying that to me. And I was like, "Well, like I don't really have like money right now to go get a new wardrobe. But first of all, bitch, like my pants are from Guess and my sweater's from Express, which are so much like better quality and nicer than H&M, right?"
Yeah.
But it was just...
And not for nothing, I've never walked into a shoe store and been like, what the fuck is that bitch wearing? Also, maybe because I don't notice things about people
Right.
when I meet them, but like, who gives a fuck? I'm here for like a platform wedge.
Like literally. So I'm literally there and I was in like a baggy, but like a nice, like from Guess, a baggy like white sweater, nice gray jeans from Guess or Express, whatever, and Call It Spring shoes. Like it was their shoes, which were also like $100. Like everything was.
I'm sorry. I picture you in a high heel.
I was in heels. I literally was in stilettos, right? So I'm there and like dressed nice, but it was just the fact that like maybe I had some acne because I didn't eat the greatest and I was overweight, right? So he was just disgusted by me. So I didn't know that yet though. So I was just like, whatever. So he comes over and he asks if I want to maybe take a break and go to H&M to get a new wardrobe. And I was like, yeah.
Not so subtle.
I was like, I don't really have like money to go do that right now. But right now, like if that was now, I would be like, do you want to go get a H&M? Like I wouldn't piss in H&M. Like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Even though like all my clothes are from H&M at this point. But it was just so... whatever. So I keep working and then I remember I had a Starbucks drink, right? And I was drinking it. And like when you have your Starbucks drink for a while, it gets like condensation on it.
Yeah.
So I'm drinking it and like one of the drips like dripped off onto my shirt. Of water.
Yeah.
It was of the condensation. Right? And so he comes up to me. He's like, yeah, I just don't think you should be dressed like that, like coming in like that again. Like, is that chicken grease on your shirt? And like now, Jenna, if this was now, I would punch him in the fucking face. Like, honestly, I don't remember his name. I wish I did because I would dox him right now. Like, obviously, because I'm fat, it's chicken grease.
I thought for sure that I knew where that was going, and I had no idea.
Where did you think it was
going
going?
to think it was sweat.
No.
He accuses you.
And like, I am at that time, like, and I still am, but like,
That's
especially
fat stereotyping. Throw
chicken
this
grease.
man in jail.
And like, the stain wasn't there. Like, it wasn't even a stain. It was wet. It was wet. It wasn't a fucking stain. You piece of shit.
Like you didn't see it there when you first walked in and telling me to go to H&M. When did I eat a piece of fried chicken in that?
That fucking. And like, obviously he was like looking at my outfit up and down. Like he knew like the stain wasn't there before. And I don't have fried chicken in my pocket, but maybe he thinks I did. And it's so fresh. It's dripping grease. Like, it makes me, it actually like, I don't think I was
so
as
mean.
mad. I don't think I was as mad back in the day when I was telling this story, but like, it makes me so mad. And I wish I remember his name because I would dox the fuck out of him. But I don't, but like, and this, Aldo, I love you. I'm on your team. I love you as a company.
I was going to say boycott the whole
No. We love Aldo. Aldo, we love you. But like, they don't know.
Everything's being boycotted right now, so just boycott the whole company.
Honestly, they were being supportive hiring a gay guy. Like, really nice. But like, unfortunately, he sucks.
But like, what the fuck is this regional manager who went mad with power? You're a fucking...
Yeah. So, it gets better.
You're a bigot.
Yeah, he's the worst. So he was just giving me disgusted looks the entire shift. And like, if that was, oh my God, Jenna, if that was now, you don't understand the fight.
You're shaking.
No,
you're shaking.
Because like, I'm so mad that 2013 Andrew was just like, what, like, just let it roll off my shoulders.
Don't you look back at times when you were weak, and I still am a victim of this, and like I look back on like last week and I'm like, why was I so okay with being spoken to like that or insulted like that? It is so sad, and
like,
it makes me sad for you. And even though I cackled,
it's funny
at the story because you're a good storyteller.
That's our personality too. We laugh at like,
fuck that guy.
And like, I just think back to like, I was always self-conscious, but like I didn't let it destroy me. Like I was self-conscious about my weight, but like I do think back to like I went and got those clothes for this job. Like I put those on because I thought I looked good in the morning. And like,
oh, that must have crushed you, Andrew.
It didn't at the time. And like, but like I put those clothes on, like I did my hair. I thought I looked good. Like I felt confident going in. And then this fucking guy comes in and he's like, he's telling me it's chicken grease. And like, I want to fucking punch it. Like,
Andrew,
it makes me so mad.
I want to give you, like, when was this, 2013?
It's probably 2013, 2014.
I want to give 2013 Andrew a big hug.
I hope you have really long arms. Because you need really long arms for that. But thank you. Also, there was an Annie Ann's right outside, like right there. So like, you can't expect me to not get Annie Ann's. I didn't that day though. I didn't. But all the other days I did. And maybe that's why I, had a few extra pounds. That's not even the end of the story. It gets worse.
Oh.
So chicken grease, right? So I was like, no, like it's not chicken grease. It's just, it'll be dry in literally 10 seconds, you dumb fuck. Right?
Piece of shit.
So, but I wasn't even like mad. I was like, it's one of those things like when you go home or like a few years later, you think back and you're like, I should have said this. Yeah. But in the moment, anyway. So he's dealing with the manager like the rest of the time, like, and then like, I think towards the end of the shift, he asked me like, he's like, do you want to like go maybe like stock the back room? Like, so he asked me to stock the back room. I didn't think anything of it. I've never done that before. So like, I'm now working in the back and the manager's working the floor, which isn't normal. So the manager's like greeting guests and helping. Anyway, so the next few shifts I went in, my friend, like she knew I didn't take this job as seriously. So like there was a very big understanding between me and her. Like I love her, one of my childhood friends. She told me that I'm not allowed to work the floor anymore and I have to stay in the back because he doesn't want someone like me representing their brand.
They said that to your face?
They weren't supposed to, but she told me because she was my friend. So they didn't want someone like me representing the brand. And again, at the time when I did tell the story, she still worked there, so I didn't want to step on anyone's toe. But like, she told me that they didn't want someone like me or who looked like me representing the brand.
That's fucking illegal, right?
I think if they told me that, but like they just told me like I'm being switched to the
Right.
back. So
Oh my God.
Then like knowing that I'm in the back and I'm just
Didn't
miserable.
Abercrombie used to do that?
I think. Like
I think, yeah, go ahead.
So
So maybe
now-
it was like more like people could get away with it back then.
yeah, it was really different. So now I'm in the back working like the stock room and like I thrive like I have especially like back then I had a really bubbly personality. I love talking to people. I was like that person who like that's why I became a server. Like I was like that server like at the beginning who people would be like, "Oh my God, like such a bubbly fun server." You know? So that's how I was at the store too. Like I loved greeting people. I loved talking to them, like making them whatever. So now I'm working in the back and I'm miserable. And within a few shifts, they called me and they told me that, I mean, obviously he was saying that they think it's best if I just don't come in for the rest of my shifts. And now it's easy for them to, I was going to stay, like my plan, like with my friend there and everything, like my plan was to stay and just have that as my permanent job. Because like a lot of people who start permanently start during the holiday season. So that was my plan. But everyone else who like got hired like for holiday that year, they all stayed, but me. They told me like to not show up for the rest of my shifts. And easy for them because I was just hired seasonal. So easy for them to let me go.
Right.
But really, I know because my friend worked there, I was fired because I was fat. I would hope that he still works there and I could find his name and dox him.
Let's just find it. Why not?
Maybe we shouldn't. Because like, we shouldn't because you know what?
Well,
I
listen,
think,
I'm not saying we should dox him, actually. That's obviously a joke, but like, we should go fuck up his house. Let's go fuck up his car.
you know what? I think like, I would love to dox him and get him fired and everything. But I do think back to like, just everything I went through like last year with Adriana and like, you know, maybe he's gone through similar stuff recently. And like, I would
You
just
know what? And in my head, like, I would like to picture that he looks back on that and feels like a piece of shit too.
He was a little older
Not
than
that
me.
it's probably true, but you never know. If I was ever like even slightly unsavory to somebody in no matter when, middle school, I literally still think about it.
Same.
In
Me
bed
too.
at night. Like, why did I say that to that person?
Yeah, because none of us are perfect, but like that was next level.
Next level. And like so, just unprofessional, horrible.
Jenna, he wasn't being nice. Like, oh, like, do you want to maybe go grab? He was like literally doing that, like blinking. Like he was like looking at me. He was like, do you want to maybe like go get a new wardrobe? Like,
ew.
And the chicken grease of it all. Like, I want to fucking grab him by the hair and slam his head into a deep fryer of chicken grease.
I know that you're on a different level now, and you're past that. You're past like doxing him, all of that. But like, I genuinely think we should go at least fuck up his car.
I do have another story time that I'm not going to. I'll tell it in another episode. But I did total one of my manager's car, and they never found out. But anyway, so.
Okay.
I do have that. I'll tell that one in another one. But what I will say is, I'm definitely not above doxing him. If I had his name, I would say it. But
I'm gonna find him.
But what I will say is, I'm not gonna like take the further steps to dox him. Like it's over and done with. I will say, I do hope he has gained so much weight that he's bedridden now.
It's possible. You should have said, just you wait till
Just you wait. No, because he was like 4 or 5 years older than me, so he's probably like.
Imagine he's like The Whale now. Did you ever watch The Whale with Brendan Fraser?
No.
Where he plays a morbidly obese man.
Me, every day of my life. The Whale.
No, it's. Anyway.
I heard about the Whale. Is it a new thing?
No, it's a few years old.
That's so weird. They literally, on this last episode of Just Trish, they were talking about The Whale.
Shut up, really? That is so weird.
Guys, she doesn't watch Just Trish, so it's so weird that she just brought that up.
No. I love watching clips, but I don't watch the full episodes. I just unfortunately don't always have time. And I usually, if I have free time, I like to watch a movie.
That's
one movie per week.
That's crazy that you brought that up. But yeah, I do. I will say I do hope he's gained a lot of weight, and he's suffering.
No,
with
me
the
too. Fuck
consequences.
that guy.
I hope his knees are giving out.
Yeah. I love to see the best in people and wish the best for people, but this guy, the chicken grease put me over the edge.
And his overall, because I'm not exaggerating with like that. Like,
how old was he?
Probably like, so 2013, we were what? How old were we?
22?
He was probably
23?
like 26, 27. He was young, like in shape. Like,
okay.
Yeah, he was young. So he's, but I would never ever be saying any of this if he wasn't like, oh, like, even if they were nice and they put me in the back, like even if he secretly didn't want me representing, but he was so like looking at me up and down, like blinking a lot. And,
He
like,
wanted you to know it.
he was disgusted by how fat I was. Anyway.
I hate that for you.
Yeah, it was, if I ever saw him again, don't remember what he looked like, but I would punch him. Anyway.
That is such a great story time.
Yeah, that's my story. So, guys, I know a lot of us struggle with our weight, even whether we are fat or skinny. I know it's something we all always worry about. And really, all that matters is how you see yourself. And that's something, even like with YouTube comments or comments that people make, like it really, I guess, even at the time, still, it didn't bother me. And it wouldn't if he was doing, like, it doesn't bother me that he did that because that's his opinion. Like, the reason why I'm so fixated on my weight is because I am fixated on my weight. It's not because anyone else is. So, like, I only care about my weight because I care about it. And, like, you should never care about the flaws you have because someone else is bothered by it, because that is not someone who should matter in your life.
And also, I do want to mention something. Andrew has really, like, I get self-conscious. I'm going to bring it up again, but about my stupid eye. And you said something that, like, it seriously, like, changed the way I thought of everything. And you said it recently. What? You said, well, you can't change it, so why not just embrace it?
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it, so why not just embrace it?
Because
like,
you said you weren't going
to...
You said you weren't going to post your YouTube video because your eye. And I was like, it's never going to change. So, like...
Yeah.
Just embrace
like, what am I going to be scared to be face on in front of the camera? Like, no, I just have to embrace it. And that really, sincerely, after all the years of people telling me advice and things, that, like, sincerely resonated with me. So thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, Chicken Grease Boy, shout out. We love the Chicken Grease Queen.
That's going to be, okay, our merch is going to be just a plain t-shirt, but, like, with a little stain. It's going to be, like, a little imprinted stain. Honestly, we could probably, like, Yeezy would sell something like that for, like, $800. Fuck that guy. Anyway.
There's nothing they wouldn't sell, yeah.
We love you guys. I think this was a really fun episode. Make sure you go follow Jenna on YouTube. The link is going to be down below. Follow me on YouTube. Follow
thank you.
All of our social medias. And if you're listening audio, 5-star review. Also comment something.
We love you, Spotify Army.
Yes.
We love you.
Comment on Spotify, but most of all, comment on YouTube. That helps the most. And we love you guys so much.
I want everybody to comment, what is the first thing you notice about people?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You're so good with that. Yeah.
Thank you.
And of course, as always, comment if you don't have an answer. We love you guys.
Love you so much. I can't wait to see you again. Mwah.
Bye.